shoulder. I don't know why I did that. It was a horrible decision. Hi! Hi, guys. Hi. Hello. What's going on? What's up? Oh, my God. Another day? What'd you guys do today? I stayed inside! That's what I did. I don't know about you guys. I don't know what you did. I stayed inside. That was it. I don't know. And then I stayed inside more. That was fun. And then I stayed inside. And then I did that too. What else? Bill, what'd you do today? I stayed inside. Did you guys stay inside? I thought about it, and then I didn't. And then I just stayed. It was cool. It was super fun. That was great. Guys, we are going to be inside for a while. Mad love to Brazil, mad love to the Philippines, mad love to Seattle, Ecuador, South America, mad love to Europe right now. I know you guys are going through it. Mad love to New York City. New York City is, they're really going through it. If we want to talk about New York really quick, Blasio gave an update today. There's 21,873 cases as of today in New York. Delilah, come on. And the thing about New York is that there's now 281 deaths. New York is a hot spot. It's going through a lot right now. Before Corona, New York City had 20,000 hospital beds. 20,000 hospital beds for the entire city and the metropolitan area. And they're hoping to have 60,000 beds fully full with full equipment. So that's 3 times as many beds. They're going to be up to 34,000 total beds within the next 2 weeks, but it's not going to be enough, they don't think. Look, guys, honestly, I could sit here and update you and give you facts from New York, give you facts from LA, and give you facts from the federal government, but little things like the amount of cases and big things like the death count, which are going up substantially. I could tell you that 375 inmates were released from the New York jail system for having misdemeanors and nonviolent crimes, people that were above the age of 70 with pre-existing health conditions. I could give you all these facts, and they're great facts. They're good facts to know. Stimulus package, $2.3 trillion, lots of it going to the private sector to keep businesses up. Loans, the $1,200 per individual, $2,400 for a couple, it's $500 for a kid and a family, 100% of salary for 4 months for people that went for disability insurance. But ultimately the truth is we're going to be inside. And we got to figure out ways together as a collective, as a group, to band together, because this is part of our reality now. A lot of people my age, your age, our age, people a little bit older than us, but for the most part, millennials, the younger millennials, the baby millennials, and then the Gen Zers like myself and everyone younger, Gen Cers now they got new generations coming out. We don't know what it was like to be in war if we were born in America, right? A lot of us have never gone through something like war before, and we're very fortunate for that. And then something like this pandemic occurs, and suddenly this is kind of like our version of that. But in this version of war, we're asked to stay home. And our parents are asked to not work. And that's horrifying. That's super scary. What do you do with that? I get that. It's new, it's different, it's a change up from the routine that we all have. We want to go to school, we want to hang out with our friends, we want to not go home, we want to stay away from our parents as much as we possibly can. Trust me, no one gets that more than I do. I was never home from the age of 16 to now. The only reason I'm home now is because of the pandemic. And we got to figure out ways that we can to be home, and that we can feel comfortable at home for long periods of time. Ways that we can still check in with our friends. I know you miss your friends. I know you miss hugging them, wrestling with them, playing games with them, walking around malls with them, walking around your neighborhood with them, going on bike rides, skating, session, getting ice cream, going to the movies, you know. Yeah, you used to hang out with crushes, you know, like in groups. You used to all get together. Like, what happened? Why don't we do that anymore? Because we're not allowed to. You know, but this gives us a really fun opportunity to kind of like do new things, right? Like for so long, adults were always talking about it, like, oh, you kids, you're always on your phones and connecting. You need to get out there in real life. It's like, well, we're pretty damn good at connecting over the phone. We might as well take advantage of it and figure out new ways to do it. I don't know, man. There's updates, like Mayor. Okay, here's something. This is actually kind of tight. I want to talk to you guys about this. If you live in Los Angeles, right? You live in Los Angeles. The mayor, Garcetti, actually released a way to get free or low-cost Wi-Fi. So if you don't have access to Wi-Fi or internet connection, you can go to coronavirus.lacity.org/getconnected. That is coronavirus.lacity.org/getconnected. You can go there and you can get either free or super low cost internet connection. So that's for students, that's for doctors, that's for or students, like medical students, high school, collegiate, whatever it is. If you're having trouble getting on the internet, boom, you can go to coronavirus.lacity.org/getconnected, and you can get internet connection. You can do your homework. You can stay up with your studies. Ventilators. People trying to get more ventilators places. I heard of something today called, give me a second. Don't yell at me. Stop. Don't yell at me. Give me a second. Hold on. Stop yelling at me. I can hear you. Stop it. Where'd you go? Stop yelling at me. IPAP, ST therapy. There's not as good as ventilations, but there's new technologies that are being thought of and used of. If you can't get a ventilator, you might be able to get something else that can keep you alive for a little bit longer, for longer than if you didn't have anything. So we're going to be able to watch and see other things happening, technological advancements, innovative tech. I can tell you this, you know, it's staying inside is going to get super heavy on everyone's mental. And the best thing that we can do is start to figure out how we can stay in control and feel empowered and powerful in our daily habits and daily routines and practices while staying home. Like, let's, as kids and as people who are younger, let's ask ourselves, what can I do today that makes me feel powerful? That makes me feel, if not powerful, happy. What makes me feel, if not happy, okay. How can I feel okay? That's what I strive for, man. I just strive to feel okay. You know, whether that means playing a super sad playlist and listening to that nonstop and crying. I cried last night for about like 45 minutes. I was heaving. And then I cried the night before that too. Like, and I don't even know why I'm crying. That's the thing. Like, why? There's so much going on right now. There's so much confusion. And all I know is, like, after that, I feel better. I feel okay. And that's okay. So we got to ask ourselves, is that reading? Do you want to read for 30 minutes to an hour a day? Do you want to journal about how you're feeling? Do you want to go for a quick walk outside, 6 feet apart from everyone? Do you want to clean your room? You want to make your bed in the morning? You want to go clean out your closet? You want to cook a meal if you can? These are times that you ask yourself these questions. And if you're brave enough to ask yourself, what is it that can make me feel happy and feel powerful right now? If you're brave enough to ask yourself that question, get a piece of paper and start to write what would make you feel happy. If you're brave enough to do that, you'll find an answer. And then it'll be a little bit easier to stay at home and stay inside. That, I can guarantee it. For me, what makes me happier is I listen to what mayors are talking about around America. I try to get more updated from the mouths of the people that are supposed to guide us, from the mouths of the people that are leading us and telling us what to do, right? That's who I'm trying to listen to. And I'm not just trying to listen to someone from my city, though I do, Eric Garcetti. I'm trying to listen to the governor, right, of California. I'm trying to listen to the mayor of New York City. I'm trying to listen to Trump when him and his whole group, the Corona task force, go on and talk about stuff. I listen to 95% of it, and it's just like words, and then that 5% is information that makes me go, okay, this is what's happening right now. If I'm informed, right, if I stay semi-educated and not just bias-educated, not just Fox, not just CNN, not just Trump, but like all the mayors, not just New York and LA, but if I start listening to whatever mayor's speaking, like in Louisiana, if I can listen to Seattle, if I can start picking up things like this, then I somehow get a little bit calmer because I feel like I have a grip on what's happening right now. I feel like a lot of time fear comes from the unknown. Fear comes from not knowing what's going to happen next. That's like a dark room, right? When you're younger, you shut off all the lights. I knew I used to haul ass through my house when I had to turn off the hall light and make it to my room and it was all dark. It's because you don't know what's out there. And that's scary. So sometimes you try to figure out what's real. And it's hard. And sometimes, the one thing that you clutch as solace, like if I hold on to listening to Trump and the task force, listening to Cuomo, listening to Blasio in New York, listening to Eric Garcetti, if I'm like, I'm just going to listen to all these people, that might become my prison. That thing that brought me comfort might actually be the thing that keeps me freaking out. So you got to always be vigilant and self-aware enough to watch the things that you're doing in an attempt to control versus an attempt to feel okay. There's a difference between like micromanaging and being neurotic and trying to control everything and being like, I want to be informed. Why? Because I feel okay when I'm informed. There's a difference. Anyway, I just wanted to say that not much has changed outside of the fact that there are more cases, that Louisiana is growing as a hot spot, which we talked about a couple days ago. I just wanted to come on again tonight for two reasons. One, to give you a little update. One, to let you know where I'm at, and mentally and emotionally. And then three, of course, for all the Spanish speakers that live in Los Angeles who don't speak English, I'm going to be playing Mayor Eric Garcetti's address. This way you will be able to understand what I said about internet connectivity. Because maybe you can't understand it. Yeah, the U.S. has the most confirmed cases. That did happen. We surpassed the rest of the world. I wrote that down somewhere. I'll put it somewhere. There's 3.3 million people unemployed in America, too. That's crazy. I wrote it down, and then I think I deleted it because I didn't want to say. I think it's like 200, 300,000 people now out of it. Yeah. How are you guys doing? Comment. Tell me how you guys are doing, how you're feeling. If you could sum up how you're feeling in one word, let me see it. I want to read it. And until people comment that, I want to say, I remember this one time, I got in my 2010 Mini Cooper when I was 19 years old, and I drove to Sedona. And when I got to Sedona, there was this place that I could go and sit in a sensory deprivation tank. It was like you get into a tank of like water that's heated to the temperature of your body. They pour a bunch of salt into it, and then you lay down, right? And you just float there, and they shut off the lights, and you're in this little tank, and you can't see anything. You can't feel your body. You start to forget like where your body begins and ends. And before I went into it, they made me watch a tutorial video, and they said, we recommend you do this experience with no music. And then they said, we recommend that because a lot of people say that it could get boring. And they said, just think about what it means to say if you're by yourself, you're bored. Does that mean that you're boring? What, you're a boring person? That you bore yourself? Like, think about that. Like, how could you bore yourself? You should love to be with yourself. It's crazy how afraid we are to be alone. I know I'm attached to my phone like crazy. I'm attached to my screens, my devices, that like I am all about it, especially since this happened, right? I'm trying to like engage with everyone and stay educated and kind of like sift through information. And I feel like do you guys know where I was going? Because I don't know where I was going. And I feel like, why is it that I constantly need other people or other things to make me feel okay? Why? Why do I always need another person, a video game, a book, a journal, a news article, a fact, you know, a lover, you know, whatever? Why do I always need something to feel okay? Why can't we just feel okay? Why can't I just be by myself and be cool? And I feel like it's because we're not taught that. You know, we're not taught to just be cool by ourselves. You know, we come from families where our parents maybe have codependent things, or like one of our parents wasn't brought up the right way, so then they never learned how to love the right way. They never learned how to treat people the right way, and then they had a kid, and it's like how it was, and then you became the kid, and then you had to deal with all the shit your parent never learned, and then you got passed on that shit. You know, like it's so many things that go into how we develop as people, so many little details, and we always are like why am I the way I am? And it's like, yo, for a lot of reasons, and 99% of them, if not all of them, had nothing to do with you. And it's not, and that's the same reason why we need a screen. We need a video game. We need a book. We need a friend. We need friends. We need people that follow us and like our shit and comment and like whatever. Like that's why we need. And it's like, no, man, like take control of yourself. Let go of control and just like focus on what you can control. You can control you. This is what you can control. You can't control someone else. You can't control what happens outside of yourself. You can control you. I can control me. That's what I can do. And that's the best thing that I've ever learned to do, is to actually go, do I want to do this? Am I doing this because someone else told me to do this? Yeah. I don't know. I don't have the answers. I'll never sit here and say that I have the answers. What I do know is that we're all going to spend a lot of time inside. And we're going to have to figure this out together. Because no matter where you are, you're staying inside. And I think we're going to be able to do this. You know, I think we should focus on what's good. You know? Like, I think we should focus on... I mean, it's hard, right? It's easy for me to focus on things that are good. It's easy for a lot of us to focus on things that are good. For some of us already know someone that has passed. Some of us already know someone that has the virus right now. I've known people that have had COVID-19 already, and luckily they've all gotten over it. I don't know someone that has succumbed to the virus, and that's what I have to be grateful for. I'm grateful for the fact that I don't know anyone that has passed, knock on wood. I'm grateful for the fact that I have a home that I can actually reside in. To be able to say that I'm stuck in a home. Stuck in a home. Feels wrong to say that. Oh, I can't believe I have to stay home. I'm grateful that I have a home to stay in. I'm grateful that I got lights on. I'm grateful that I got a roof over my head with central heating and AC. I'm thankful that I got food in the pantry. I'm thankful that I got running water. I'm thankful I got clothes on my body right now. There's a lot to be thankful for. Right? When we gotta be okay with this situation. There are people that don't have homes. Shout out Xander Schultz and Zoe Schultz working on When We Band Together with a refugee camp in Greece. Those are people that have to deal with coronavirus right now that don't have homes. They live in tents and tarps. You know? We live here in America. And yeah, we're going through it right now. You can't take that away from us. We are going through hell right now. But there are many levels and layers of hell that even we cannot perceive. And some of us in America, we have we have it really tough. Not me. Not a lot of us. Not everyone watching this. Maybe some people watching this. And to those people, I say, I look up to you. You inspire me. You motivate me. For you to be going through the things that you're going through, to have gone through the things that you've gone through, to know people that are currently being affected, or to know people that have succumbed to this virus. If you're watching this, I look up to you and you inspire me. And I'm so sorry that you've gone through what you've gone through. But the fact that you're still here, I'm for it. Man, you're right, I am rambling. I ramble a lot. What up, Netherlands? Netherlands is in the house. Nobody this whole time has commented how they're feeling in one word. I've been waiting for it. I ain't got nobody. What's up, Chile? Nicole is working in the hospital in Chile. She said, please stay home. We see things really horrible, so please stay home. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's not just America. It's everywhere. How you guys feeling? Lalo! What's up, Lalo? That's my boy, Lalo! Stressed. Yeah, stressful times. Happy to be alive. That's what I'm talking about. Blessed. Stressed. People stressing out here for good reason. It is stressful, right? Excuse me. Isolated and alone. Feeling isolated and alone. Feeling stressed. We got blessed. We got people with lots of schoolwork. What else? What else we got? Exhausted. Kaylee feels exhausted. I hear that. Kennedy's feeling blessed. We got exhausted, stressed, blessed, grateful. Everybody feeling all different types of way, huh? Blessed to be with family and still continuing education. There you go. Jesse feels blessed to be with family and still continuing education. Come on. Lucky. Jessica feels lucky. Lonely and bored, thankful and blessed. We can feel all these things. Isn't it crazy that we can feel good and bad at the same time? What is that about? Kelsey feels thankful for her husband who still has work. Shout out Kelsey and her husband, man, for still working. Come on. Someone feels beautiful. Come on now, feel beautiful. Let's go. Feel damn cute. Let's go. Virgie, I'm so sorry about your father. We have someone on tonight whose father passed. I'm so sorry you gotta be going through this right now. Super sad, super stressful. You will get through this. But only time, in good time. Come on, guys. How else do we feel? How are we feeling? Tell me more. We got stressed, blessed, sad. We got exhausted. We got lonely. We had someone that felt all 5 of those things. I know that's me sometimes. Tayana wants the information of today. Not much has changed. Sad. We got sad. Someone feels sad. Confused. That's a good one. Julia feels confused. That's a really good word for this, man. I don't know. Does anyone else feel confused? I feel like there's a lot of confusion. Sick. Hold on. You feel sick? Pharaoh, if you feel sick, like you know, you got symptoms and your cough is super bad, like take that, you know, get that figured out. Pensive, bored, pensive. Pensive is tight. Someone feel broken inside. Shout out feeling broken inside. Anyone else? Can you say that? Broken inside for the people in the back. I hear that loud and clear. Anxious. Anxious is a great one. Overwhelmed. I like overwhelmed. I feel like overwhelmed is a really, really good one. I mean, I don't know about anyone else, but I definitely feel the overwhelmed. Someone says, I don't know, I feel like I have 13 personalities. Word. Scared and worried. Scared because I've been feeling sick and in an EMT. I can't stop overthinking. Guys, this is a really big thing for like medical professionals to put themselves on the front lines of feeling sick. Like that's huge. That's huge. We need to protect our frontline workers. Feel like I'm in a dream that I can't wake up from. Big fan. Big fan of that. But here's the thing. We have to take our living situation now and dig deep and do what we can to survive, right? This is a survival game. This is a long-term game. People think it's going to be done by April. I think we're going to be up here for months. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta change the way we're looking at this thing. It's not that easy, but we gotta shift from like this, oh my God, I don't know what to do, I gotta stay inside. We gotta shift that to a mentality of, okay, I can do this. I gotta stay inside. I gotta figure out a way to stay as sane as I can. I gotta figure out how to express how I feel. This episode of Black Mirror sucks. Come on, Lalo. You tripping out, bro. Alright. North Dakota and Wyoming are one day behind us. Just so everybody knows, North Dakota, if you're from North Dakota or Wyoming and listening to this, LA says that North Dakota and Wyoming are one day behind us. Shanghai and Guangzhou are sending us medical equipment, so we got international aid coming. For those making up to $75,000 a year, if you're parents, and you get $1,200, $1,200 per individual, and then $500 per kid. You can also get 100% of your salary that you were making for 4 months. In LA, there's a 50% increase in cases. And in 6 days, we're going to be where New York is in infections per capita. So, we got a lot coming. We got a lot coming to Los Angeles, people. We got a lot coming to America. What's up, Egypt? How can we make a difference? Well, you can do your part. You can stay inside to start. Not just saving your life, possibly, but saving someone else's life. That's something that you can do to do your part. If you have money to donate, there are a lot of different initiatives that you can donate to. What I would do is I would check with your city. Call your mayor's office. If it's 311 in New York, it's 311 in Los Angeles, and I think it's like that in most states. So if you can give, you should. And if you can't, hold on tight. We'll try to get aid to you. The government's doing everything they can. And the states are doing everything they can. The cities are doing everything they can. Hopefully it's good enough. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough, guys. There's like little updates. The Navy ship is going to be in New York Harbor at Pier 90 on Monday. So it's an extra 1,000 beds. They don't know what they're going to do, whether they're going to take patients that don't have COVID and put them on the ship or use the ship for COVID-19 patients. There are a lot of different ways that they can play it. Anyway, I know this wasn't like the most informative update, but this is where we're at right now, and I think biggest thing you can do is what I can't pronounce. Carolina just said, which is stay home, stay safe, be watchful. Be doing this every night at 9 p.m. Now, I'm going to, for everyone who speaks Spanish, go get your parents, go get your grandparents, your aunties, your uncles. Let them know what's good. We're about to play Mayor Eric Garcetti, his address in Spanish. And, yeah, stay updated. This is for the residents of Los Angeles County. So, if you're wondering what the hell's going on, Mayor Garcetti is going to give you a little update right now. I'm going to put it on. And it's in Spanish, en español. Mayor de Los Angeles, dices en español información para tú. I think. Okay. And also, this is his Facebook page. So you can just go on the Facebook page and watch it yourself whenever you choose.
At the spaces and the places, we believe
Guys,
it's a good place if the county wants to use it.
I forgot to.
New York, and that's where those two ships.
Just bear with me. That's Spanish.
Onslaught of the COVID-19 patients that we see. That will free up beds for the rest of us. So I can't wait to welcome that ship. It couldn't come soon enough.
Then there's a ship coming to LA with 1,000 beds. Come on.
We have no more questions in queue.
All right.
Please continue.
Thank you again to the press.
Here we go.
For your presence and for getting the word out and the message out. I really am indebted to you, and you're doing an amazing service to the people of LA. I'll say some words in Spanish as well, and we'll just switch out our interpreters. And thank you to our interpreters who are doing such an amazing job.
I love the interpreters, bro. They make me so
Buenas
happy.
tardes, Los Ángeles.
Okay.
Hoy despertamos a la noticia de que más de 3 millones de personas en nuestro país han solicitado beneficios de desempleo debido a la crisis de COVID-19. Estamos con ustedes en estos tiempos difíciles y sentimos el dolor y las dificultades económicas para nuestras familias y en nuestra comunidad. El coronavirus nos ha forzado a hacer cambios en nuestras vidas cotidianas para proteger la salud de nuestras comunidades. Sin embargo, esto ha tenido un impacto profundo en nuestra economía y fuerza laboral. Aunque todo es necesario, hay un gran precio en nuestras cuentas bancarias y la seguridad de nuestras familias. Esto es difícil, yo sé, pero estamos tomando acciones para ayudar a los trabajadores y comercios a sobrellevar este momento. Hemos agregado nuestros nuevos recursos y asistencia para trabajadores, incluyendo microcréditos sin cargos para pequeñas empresas. Y con tanta gente operando desde la casa, sea para trabajar, para buscar un empleo o para estudiar, hemos lanzado una nueva página web, coronavirus.lacity.org/getconnected, donde puedes buscar entre varias opciones para una conexión de Internet gratis o a bajo costo disponibles en Los Ángeles. Especialmente por los padres, nuestros niños, necesitamos tener esta conexión. Visite esta página de web coronavirus.lacity.org/Get Connected. Y también está por llegar el alivio de Washington, un paquete de $2 billones para darle alivio a trabajadores de bajos recursos, familias trabajadoras y de clase media. $1,200 para cada persona, $2,400 para cada pareja y $500 para cada niño para las personas que lo necesitan más. Aquí en Los Ángeles también estamos para ayudarlos. Hemos extendiendo la moratoria a los desalojos hasta el 19 de abril y estoy preparado para extenderlo más si es necesario. Esto se aplica a residencias tanto como espacios comerciales. Si ustedes tienen problemas con su dueño, llama a 311 y nosotros podemos dar la información a su dueño, y también estamos luchando con los bancos, asistir a los dueños de propiedades en Los Ángeles y California también. Y cuando se acabe esta crisis, tendrán 6 meses para pagar la renta. Pero no importa lo que pase, estaremos aquí para ustedes. Tantas empresas quieren ayudar y hoy les diré cómo. Hoy lanzando LA Protects, una colaboración entre la ciudad de Los Ángeles y la compañía de reformación para organizar el mundo de la moda y de fabricación para producir materiales necesarios y equipo de protección médico para nuestros trabajadores en el frente de todo. Quisiera agradecerle a Kaiser Permanente por su colaboración en proveer las especificaciones para las mascarillas de protección para el público. Pero sea claro, estas mascarillas no son el modelo N95 para médicos y enfermas. Son diseñadas para ayudar a trabajadores en supermercados y otros ofreciendo servicios esenciales. Maquillas en Los Ángeles pueden visitar la página web coronavirus.lacity.org/manufacturing para inscribirse y ayudarnos a lograr la meta de producir 5 millones de mascarillas. Este programa va a salvar empleos. Empresarios quienes hubieran tenido que cerrar sus puertas aún pueden seguir operando. Muchos de estos empleados son inmigrantes, quienes llegaron de todo el mundo para empezar una nueva vida aquí. Mi abuelo fue uno de estos trabajadores en esta industria. Este programa refleja ese espíritu de Los Ángeles, de apoyar a todos nuestros residentes. Igual, todas estas empresas que participan necesitan mantener la sana distancia en sus lugares de trabajo. Y LA Protects también hará el trabajo de juntar empresas aprobadas para la fabricación de estos materiales con las industrias esenciales que los necesitan, como supermercados, trabajadores de entrega a domicilio y productores de alimentos y bebidas. Estamos viendo que nuestros esfuerzos para implementar la sana distancia están funcionando. Durante las últimas 2 semanas hemos visto que el crimen está bajando más rápido que antes. Y esto es aún otra prueba que nuestra ciudad está cumpliendo con el llamado a quedarse protegidos en casa. Gracias. Y seguiremos haciendo todo lo posible para asegurar la sana distancia. En los últimos días hemos cerrado los estacionamientos en Venice Beach, cerramos el muelle Venice y los cañones Runyon y Brownson y varias instalaciones deportivas en nuestros parques. Mañana los parques permanecerán abiertos solo para caminar o correr, pero cerraremos todas las instalaciones, incluyendo las canchas de tenis y pistas de patinaje. Hoy supimos que nuestro país ha superado la China en los números de casos de coronavirus que tenemos. Y hoy vimos que murieron 9 personas más en el condado de Los Ángeles. Y estamos en el principio de esta crisis. Esos números seguirán subiendo si no tomamos acciones para parar la propagación del virus. Desde el principio, esta emergencia ha sido internacional. Es una pandemia global. Y yo sé que en Los Ángeles estamos más preparados porque no nos cerramos al exterior. Le damos la bienvenida al mundo. Mañana estaré organizando una llamada telefónica con docenas de alcaldes de todo el mundo para escuchar qué es lo que están enfrentando y cómo nos podemos ayudar. Nuestra ciudad hermana en China, Guangzhou, nos está mandando mascarillas y equipo de protección para médicos, enfermeras y nuestras personas de salud. Este es el poder de nuestras relaciones con otras ciudades. Esto me recuerda que aunque estemos manteniendo sana distancia, podemos profundizar nuestras conexiones sociales. Nunca podemos olvidar quiénes somos. Somos todos seres humanos quienes necesitamos conexiones, apoyo y fuerza. Nos unimos en el deber universal de parar la propagación de este virus y salvar vidas. Vidas de nuestros vecinos, de nuestras familias, de nuestra ciudad. Y es el espíritu que traemos a nuestro trabajo y la determinación que nos mantiene todos los días durante esta crisis. Así lucharemos y superaremos esta crisis juntos. Por eso, quédense protegidos, quédense en buena salud, quédense en casa. Fortaleza y amor, Los Ángeles. Gracias. Thank you all. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Oh, we did it. Oh, okay. Yo no hablo español. Lo siento. Alright, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in tonight. I feel like I want to help restore a little bit of sanity to everyone's lives. Lives on live. And I'm not sure how to do that yet, but I would love if maybe we set aside a time and we all do something. I'll make sure to mute so that you guys can't hear me, and we can all maybe just do things together. Set down 30 minutes of meditation, 30 minutes of journaling. That's not a bad idea, huh? Maybe what if I set every day at a certain time I'm going to be doing something, and you guys are more than welcome to join me while I do it. We can do it together. We can establish some bit of a normal routine. That could be fun. I love you guys. Love you guys so much. Very happy to be able to communicate with you guys on something, even across the screen. It's amazing. What a world. Have an amazing night. Be safe. Heed your state advice. Stay home. We're in this together. See what we can do to make this even better for everyone. Good night.